Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for the big one in the Catholic Central League. This could very easily decide who wins this league. Bishop Fenwick taking on St. Mary's, both 3-0. We'll have the young cheerleader who does a great job. She'll do the anthem. You'll be able to hear her great edition of the anthem, and then we'll get ready for football. Good job. Nice job by the cheerleader from St. Mary's. And we're just about set to start. These two teams have become bitter enemies since Thanksgiving 4 or 5 years ago when they had a blowout. Fenwick stopped playing St. Mary's on Thanksgiving Day. They were Thanksgiving rivals for a few years. Fenwick, I believe, picked up Malden Catholic. St. Mary's bounced around. They now have Austin Prep. So St. Mary's is going to get the football first. St. Mary's in the blue. Fenwick in the white. Almost like an onside kick. They kicked short. St. Mary's fell on it at about the 38-yard line. So that's where St. Mary's will put it in play. They changed their offense a little bit. Aleph Potter used to be the quarterback. They put David Brown as the quarterback. They went almost to a single wing type of offense with Kalangis and Brown in the backfield running the football. They give it to Kalangis. Almost broke it. They just grabbed him from behind. "17 yards and a first down by Kalangis. St. Mary's going quickly. They give it to him again. He got a couple. 2nd and 8. Again, St. Mary's going very quickly. Kalangis for the 3rd time. They push him forward. He's got a first down. At the 36, he picked up 7. So they need about a yard. Quick out, incomplete. They're looking for Michael Morgan. Fourth and about a football and a half. The ball's at the 36. Off the right side, they easily get the first down. Kalangis again. Uh, 14 yards and actually the 27. 9 yards. They move it back. We'll call it the 30. Kalangis gets it to the outside, needs a step, he's gone. That's David Brown. Got a step and took it in. 30 yards on the play. $52 yards. Michael Anderson will look for the extra point. And he boots it through. So it takes St. Mary's less than 2 minutes to get on the board. $52 yards in 6 plays. That's a little better than they did last week against Fan. They couldn't move the ball at all. Fenwick has been putting up a lot of big numbers. Tom Irizarry has scored 5 touchdowns. Anthony Nichols has scored a couple. Silva, their kicker, has got 10 extra points. And 6 different people have scored touchdowns. They kick it very deep. Bounces off. And the deflection into the end zone is going to give him the ball at the 20-yard line. He looked at the official like, do I have to run it out? So a boot and a half by Michael Anderson. So I mentioned both these teams are 3-0. And this will go a long way towards deciding the Catholic Central League Championship. It won't decide it, obviously, early in the season, but it certainly will go a long way. They hand it off, not going very far. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Wideouts right and left as they fill the backfield with Lehman. Pass complete. Irizarry They get it out to the 36. They picked up 16. And a first down. So they saved themselves with that from having a punt from deep in their end. And they hold on to the football. They send two wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. Lehman with the keep is going to get buried in the backfield. They lost one. Caught, bobbled, and dropped. What a great try. Curtis Bruce almost made an ESPN 10 highlight catch. He had it, bobbled it, caught it, bobbled it, and then finally when he hit the turf, it popped loose. Incomplete. And it will be 3rd and 11. Lehman put that ball right on the money. The two wideouts come to the near side, one to the far side. All day to throw it. And he threw it out of bounds. So Fenwick will have to kick it away. So the defense gets it done. They picked up one first down. Now they have to kick it away. St. Mary's is trying to make it 2 for 2. Lynn teams here at Manning Field. Classical easily over Medford in the first game. On the run with the kick. It goes out of bounds. Let's see where they put it. Wow. They gave Fenwick a huge break. That ball went out of bounds. They're putting it at the 25-yard line. Looked like it went out way before that. The kicker, Silva, running to his right, kicked it off. Very nice crowd here for this one tonight. The stands on the home side are filled. Very nice crowd on the far side, especially the student body melted together over there, Fenwick. They throw it out. Caught. Romero with the catch. To the 43, they picked up 18 yards and a first down. Not going anywhere there. Second and 12. Wideouts right and left. Quick out. Slipped the tackle down the sideline, almost broke it. That's David Brown. 16 yards and a first down. Kalangis straight ahead inside the 35. They put it to 34 for 9 yards. Second down the yard. St. Mary's on the move. Looking to throw, now going to take off and run with it. And they're going to lose a yard. Third and 2. And it's Tyler Guy in at the quarterback spot. It used to be Potter, now it's Tyler Guy. Off the left side, David Brown. See you later, he's gone. His second touchdown. 35 yards. $75 yards. In 6 plays. Anderson. Good again. Just past the halfway mark of this first period. $34 yards in the air, 41 yards on the ground. Brown had a catch for 16, runs for 35. He accounted for 51 of the 75 yards. $18-yard catch to get it started by Maddox Romero. Kick is away at the 13-yard line. Up near the 30. Dylan Patarelli got it to the 30-yard line. So Fenwick will have it for the second time. They double the wideouts to either side. Nobody in the backfield with Lehman. And now we get a timeout called, I believe, by Fenwick. Just past the halfway mark of this first period. A big one so far for St. Mary's. They're 2 for 2. They've rushed for 93 and passed for 34. 127 yards in 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. David Brown with both of them. Brown's got 62 yards rushing. Galanges picked up 42. Looking to throw. They throw the screen to the far side. Did a nice job getting upfield. Nice job by Costa Beechin. I think it's coming back. Against Fenwick. They put it back at the 25. Nobody there. I don't know if they thought a spot pass. I don't know if he thought he was going to cut across the middle. He almost threw that to St. Mary's. Rolling to the near side. Lets it fly. Caught! Took it away from the defense, and he's going to walk in. What a catch, and stayed in bounds. Costa Beechin. Lehman threw it up. There were two defenders on Beechin. He went way up over them, took it over their shoulder, stayed in bounds, and walks in 75 yards. I think Silva will look for the extra point. Kick is good.
Who caught that touchdown pass? Who caught that? 7?
That was a miraculous catch. He was right along. I don't know how he stayed in bounds. I don't know how he caught it, but he wound up in the end zone. And Fenwick gets their fans back in it. A lot of the student body here behind this football team. They were quiet with St. Mary's 14-0. Now they're back up into it as Fenwick cuts it to 14-7. They kicked the short kick again. At the 33. Quick hitter off the St. Mary's left side. Kalanzis with the carry. Out to the 37, they picked up 4. Second down and 6. The quick out to David Brown. Just about back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. David Brown banging ahead. Short yardage. They give him 2. 4th down, they're going to go. And they're going to call a timeout. I think they were trying to get Fenwick to jump offside. I don't think they want to go for it here. So that old Mr. Momentum all of a sudden has slightly changed sides. St. Mary's still leading 14-7, but Fenwick scored to make it 14-7, and now they've shut St. Mary's down. They're going to get the ball back. They're going to punt it away. We've had 21 points scored. We've still got 3.5 minutes left in the first period. David Brown will kick it away. And he boots it out of bounds. Fenwick is going to get outstanding field position. They put it at midfield. Kicked it off the side of his foot, and Fenwick is going to get great field position at midfield. Wideouts right and left as they fill the backfield with Lehman. Trying to run to the near side, stops, get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. Nichols with the carry. He was lucky to get that. He got hit in the backfield, spun away, and was able to fall forward for a yard. Again, wideouts right and left. The quick out, caught. They pile him up at the 45. And that's Beechin again. 3rd and 5. I would bet we're in 4-down territory. They go motion to the near side. Lehman with the carry. Just about got back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th and 5. as I thought. They're going back in punt formation. I'm kind of surprised. I thought they'd go. The running kick goes out of bounds again. Let's see where they're going to put it. St. Mary's going to be stuck down deep. Down to St. Mary's 19. Just over a minute left in his first period. Down the sideline with a step. David Brown is gone. He does it again. 81 yards. No flags. He got to the outside. He got a step. Wait a minute. They're bringing it back. I didn't see the flag, but they're bringing it back. The flag is at the 29-yard line.
The big play is nullified by a holding penalty.
They move it back to the 19. So they give him 10, and they mark off 10. That was 81 yards. He scooted for a touchdown. Everybody got excited. And now they stuff it. Ernie Panius.
Loss of 2 on the play. Second down and 12.
They lost 2. Second and 12. What a shame. St. Mary's, what a tremendous run by Brown. Got around the corner, just outran everybody and blew away. There was nobody within 20 yards of him when he got in the end zone. They gave him out to the 29 on the run, and that's where they marked the penalty off from. So the penalty came 10 yards downfield, and it cost St. Mary's dearly. We reached the end of the period. So St. Mary's leads at 14-6. We're through a period. St. Mary's thought they had their 2-touchdown lead back. And I didn't see the flag looking back. Everybody was downfield. And then I noticed a couple of the Fenwick players hanging around, starting to walk back the other way. And I said, oh, there it is. So it'll be second down and 12.
Second down and 11 off their own 18.
St. Mary's Gandy yard. They put it at the 18-yard line. Trying to go to the near side, they run into a pile of white shirts. David Brown with the carry. They put it at the 20.
21-yard line.
They put it at the 21. So we give him 3. Almost caught. They knocked it away. Marks was looking for interference. They threw it up for grabs. There is a flag. They called the interference. The referee was putting the ball down at the Fenwick 40, but it goes from the line of scrimmage. And they're going to have a problem because they just moved the stakes. Now they're going to have to figure where the ball was.
Penalties against Bishop Fenwick. Play results in a first down.
They mark it down at the 41. 36, excuse me. It is a 15-yard penalty. They didn't get back as Panius. He lost back to the 34. A loss of 2. Second and 12. The keep, and they hit him and knock him back. That was David Brown. He gets it the 2 yards they lost. It'll be 3rd and 10. Two wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. Guy lets it fly. It's caught by Sacco. Won't be anywhere near a first down. Out to the 43. They picked up 7. And St. Mary's will have to kick it away. David Brown will kick it away. Now he's going to fake it and run with it. And he's going to pick up a first down and a whole lot more. Faked it to the Fenwick 39. 18 yards and a first down. So they hold on to the football. And they don't go very far. Fenwick saying they got the football. Fenwick is running it back for a touchdown. It looked like he was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. I believe that's going to be the call. No gain on the play. They stopped him cold and they took the ball away and they ran it down. They're trying to explain to Coach Woods he wants the fumble and a touchdown. Official saying his momentum was stopped. Then they took the ball away. St. Mary's is lining up to run a play. The official is still talking to Coach Woods. He's not happy. But I think clearly they stopped him cold at the line of scrimmage. And it wasn't until then that they took the ball away. The play was stopped. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Trying to go to the near side, slipping a tackle, getting around the corner. And that's Panius. Enough for a 1st down to the 26. He picked up 13. Panius was at Lynn English last year. St. Mary's was happy to have him. Everybody in tight for St. Mary's. Panius again off the right side. He got about, they gave him, I thought he had more than that. They gave him the 25 for a yard. Second and 9 from the 25. I don't know what's happened to Kalangis. He was running wild in the first period. Rolling, looking. Picked off at the 15-yard line. That's Beechin. And he returns it across the 35. He threw that right on the number 7 on Beechin's jersey. Guy rolling and never got it downfield. They put it at the Fenwick 38-yard line. So Fenwick gets it back, double wideouts to either side. In motion, we got a flag coming in. That's got to be against Fenwick. That was Luke Conley with the wideout sweep. So they give him to the 43 for 5.
Penalty will make it a 1st and 15 off of their own 38-yard line.
They mark it to the 33-yard line. So they gave him 5, they push him back 10. Motion again coming. Lehman looking to throw. Dumps the screen off. They break it, and they almost broke it all the way. And if that's Irizarry, he comes up limping. That could be a serious loss. 26 yards and a 1st down. They set it up perfectly. He broke 2 or 3 tackles. He's getting helped off the field. He's walking a little bit better as he gets to the sideline, so it looks like he might be okay. That would be a huge loss for them. He's their leading scorer. So Fenwick picked it, and now they got a big play, and they're in St. Mary's territory at the 41-yard line. The quick out, slipping a tackle. And I believe it's Beechin. It wasn't. It was Conley.
Bring up a second down and 5. Off the St. Mary's 36.
So he picked up 5. It'll be second down and 5 as we're just past the halfway mark of the second period. Bishopville would love to go in tied up. They get the ball to start the second half. Lehman's going to take off and run with it. He's got a first down and a lot more.
Bryce Lehman on the keep. Play results in the first half. First and 10 Fenwick. Off the St. Mary's 25-yard line.
They put it down at the 24. He picked up 12 in the first down. So they're on the move. They lost it. St. Mary's fell on it. It's a World War III there. Who's got the ball? St. Mary's.
That was fumble recovered by Fenwick.
Falaska had the football. Falaska got up with the football. They lost a yard on the play. They should have lost the football. Look, Falaska actually got up and handed the ball to the official. So I don't know how they didn't say that he had the ball. Second and 11. Lehman kept it. He got wrapped up by Falaska. Back at the 29, they lost 4. Third and 15. The quick out. They bump him out of bounds. That's Conley with the catch. And a big play here. They picked up 5. They need 10 on this fourth down. Big play for both teams. Motion coming to the near side. They throw it back to the far side. They threw it incomplete. They had everybody coming to the near side. They sent a lineman out to block. They were looking for Beechin on the far side, and they overthrew him. That might have been a very big play. But it goes incomplete. So St. Mary's gets it back at their 24. Straight ahead across the 30. And that's Brown. They picked up 8. Brown goes quick again. 7 more in the first down from the 39. And we got
Correction, Calangios on the carry to first down, first and 10, St. Mary's.
penalty is going to, I think St. Mary's moved. It's going to cost them 5.
Flag on the play.
So it'll be first and 15.
Penalty making it first and 15.
I still don't know what happened to Calangios. Panius
Ernie Panius, the ball carrier. Loss of 1 on the play.
lost a yard.
Second down and 16. Off the St. Mary's 33.
Second and 16. Under 2 left in this first half. Two wideouts to the far side, one to the near side. And we're going to whistle. Timeout Fenwick. Fenwick only has 28 yards rushing. They passed for 115. St. Mary's has run for 156. They would have had a lot more, but Brown's 81-yard scamper was called back. It's a great crowd. There's a good crowd on the far side, and a great crowd on the press box side. Student bodies are here. We mentioned it's a big night. Glasgow won the first game here, easily over Medford. St. Mary's would like to make it 2 for 2. Lynn team's winning here at Manning, and it would be a huge win for St. Mary's. But they're in a dog battle here with Fenwick. They lead it 14-7. They've got it second and 16. They'd like to get half or more here. The quick out, caught. They're thrown out of bounds. Sacco with the catch. They put it at the 41. They picked up 8. So they picked up half. They got to get the other half now. They need 8. He got thrown out of bounds. The clock stopped with 1:26 left. They try to mix it up and give it to David Brown. Fenwick will take a timeout. Nothing on the play. St. Mary's will have to kick it away. St. Mary's just over 205 yards of offense. They didn't come close to that last week against Fian. They were shut down almost completely by Fian. They almost lost it. They were losing late. Brown saved their bacon with a 75-yard punt return. They won it, sneaking away with a 12-10 win. Now they're trying to make it 2 in a row here at Manning Field against arch enemy Fenwick. They lead it 14-7, but it's back and forth. The snap almost went over Brown's head. Gets the kick away. They let it bounce, and they're going to nail him right at the 25-yard line. There's a flag down for some reason. I don't know if they thought St. Mary's got a face mask. He didn't call for a fair catch. Face mask against St. Mary's. All the way out to the 40-yard line.
First and 10. Off their own 41-yard line.
So they get a first down by way of penalty. And they've got just over a minute left to try and go downfield and get close or tie the game up or take a lead with a 2-point conversion. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Leon lets it fly. They're calling it a catch. Zamey with the catch. 11 yards and a first down. Rolling, looking. Another catch. Out of bounds, stopping the clock with 33 seconds left. To the 38. 11 yards and a first down. So 22 yards on 2 pass plays. And we got a St. Mary's player down. And that brings the trainer, Nicole Gagnon. What a great job she does for St. Mary's at all their sporting events. Coach Driscoll out to check on his player. So Lehman able to move out of the pocket, rolling left. That's tough for right-handed quarterback to roll left and throw. You would think they would have him rolling right, but he's been on the money. 33 seconds showing on the clock. And it has to be accurate, or they're having them correct it. So the player is walking to the sideline, so hopefully he's going to be okay. If he gets close, we'll get his number. I believe it's Nick Sacco. Huge part of that St. Mary's boys basketball team state championship. Lehman now rolling to his right, looking, still looking. Thompson incomplete. Conley was on the sideline, threw it by him. He was all by himself. He was open. Second and 10. At this point, St. Mary's just not letting don't let anybody get behind you. They almost have 7 defensive backs. They got 3 linemen. The linebackers and the defensive backs are considerably off the line of scrimmage, making sure nobody gets behind them. Lehman all by himself in the backfield. 5 wideouts. In trouble. They wrap him up and knock him down. And that's Marks. The clock is going to run out, I think. They lost 6 yards. They're not going to get the playoff. And that'll end the first half. So big play by one of the Marks brothers, and that's Jack. So St. Mary scored in their first 2 possessions. Fenwick comes back, on a big 75-yard pass play to Beechin from Lehman. And that's where we are at halftime. It's St. Mary's 14, Fenwick 7. Welcome back to Manning Field as we're set to start the second half. Fenwick will get the basketball. St. Mary's has a 14-7 lead. St. Mary's running for 156, passing for 49. Fenwick running for 22, passing for 137. Beaching the big guy. He's got 2 catches for 79. One of them a 75-yard touchdown. And that's Fenwick getting on the board. That was an outstanding, tremendous catch. As I mentioned, an ESPN highlight. So we'll go back to doing battle as St. Mary's will kick it off. Bouncing around at about the 17-yard line. And they hit him, knock him back. They're going to give him the 25, I think. That was Conley with the return. They put it at the 26. David Brown had 102 yards rushing. Kalanzas had 46 early in that first period, and he didn't carry the ball after that. He came off limping a little bit. He was running up and down the sideline trying to get loose. I don't know if he's going to be back or not. Lehman over the middle, almost picked. Maggs almost picked it. 2nd and 10. Fenwick almost exclusively throwing the ball. They only have 22 yards rushing, 137 passing, and 6 first downs. So they're content to just throw the ball. 2nd and 10. Opening drive of the second half. High snap. Over the middle. It's caught wide open over the middle. Mike Zamey again with another catch. They picked up 14 on the play, and they hold on to the football. Lehman with the keep, gets the head of steam up into St. Mary's territory for a big first down. At the St. Mary's 43. 17 yards and a first down. So back-to-back first downs. Fenwick in St. Mary's territory. They send wideouts right and left as they fill the backfield with Lehman. Rolling. Caught. And Zaimi again. To the 27, he picked up 16. Three catches for 41 yards for Zaimi. At the 27. High snap. They almost lost the ball. It was Irizarry. Nice to see him back. He left limping in the first half. They put it to the 28. 2nd and 11 from the 28. Again, wideouts right and left. Faking, looking. Over the middle, picked off at the 6-yard line. Pick and return to the 25.
Correction, Matt Romero on the interception.
Pass is caught by Marks. I think it was Romero that made that interception. I had him all the way to the sideline, and then they covered him up. They get out to the 47, a 22-yard pickup. Can't get to the near side. That was Panius. They knock him back to the 43. He lost 4. Second and 14 from the St. Mary's 43. Everybody in tight. They run it straight ahead to the 49-yard line. With David Brown. He picked up 6. So they need 12. Excuse me, they need 8. In trouble, gets away. And he probably should have thrown it away. He loses all the way back near the 30-yard line. He lost 16. Kick is away, fielded at the 31-yard line, and hit and dropped at about the 35. So good covers by St. Mary's. So at the Fenwick 35 is where they put it. Motion to the far side. Lehman looking, swinging it back. He's better off dropping the ball. Trying to make the catch. If he caught it, they would have lost 3 or 4 yards. Lehman looked left, rolled, and just almost nonchalantly, without looking, just threw it back. It was low. They couldn't make the catch, and it's just as well because it would have been a loss. So it'll be 2nd and 10, and they send double wideouts to either side. Lehman again, the quick out, caught, shy of the first down. And Zaimi again. He picked up 8. 2nd and a couple. He's got 4 catches for 49 yards. 3rd down and a couple. Lehman straight ahead. Slips by, falling forward. He lost his balance but fell forward to the 50-yard line. He picked up 7. First and 10 from midfield. Fenwick's second possession here in the 3rd period. St. Mary's leading at 14-7. Double wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Running it to the far side. Nichols with the carry. He picked up 7. 2nd and 3 from the 43. Double wideouts come to the near side this time, 1 to the far side. They fill the backfield with Lehman. They run straight ahead. Nichols again. They give him 3 to the 40. The way we went in that first period, 14-7, the first 3 of the first 4 possessions looked like it was going to be a very high-scoring game. But it settled into a defensive batch since. Lehman with the carry, bouncing around, staying on his feet. Boy, he's a weapon with his arm and with his feet. He picks up a first down. At the 28, he picked up 12. First and 10 from the 28. They started this at their 35. This will be the 7th play of the drive. Flag on the play's got to be against Fenwick. They move it to the 35. It'll be 33. It'll be 1st and 15. They go power I in the backfield. Everybody in tight. Last man through. They hit him in the backfield. Tyler Cunningham with the hit. They gave him back to the 33. It looked like he lost yardage. They go back to the power I, everybody in tight. The pitch coming to the near side. They stretch it out. Great defensive play.
beach in the ball carrier.
Brady O'Leary might have made the play. They lost 3.
Took 5 on the play. We'll bring up a 3rd and 18 ball for St. Mary's 36.
Third and 18. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. He threw it to the outside. The receiver was going to the inside. And it brings up a 4th down. What does Fenwick do? The ball's at the 36. They may want to punt, try to pin St. Mary's deep, or they might look to go. They don't need a yard or 2. They need 18. And we got St. Mary's going to take a timeout and talk about it. I'm kind of surprised. I thought Fenwick might want to punt the ball and pin St. Mary's deep. Both teams have gone over 200 yards. Fenwick especially 175 throwing. St. Mary's 142 running. St. Mary's has only run 4 plays in this 3rd period. The first play was a 22-yard catch by Marks for a 1st down, and they quickly went 3 and out after that, punting. Fenwick has eaten up this 3rd period. This will be the 15th play of the period for Fenwick, as opposed to 4 for St. Mary's. Actually 16 because they threw the interception. St. Mary's jump, that's going to cost them 5.
Penalty against St. Mary's for offside.
They'll move it to the 31. Now they need 13. So St. Mary's going to say, if you catch it, you got to catch it in front of me. Lehman looking in trouble. Lets it fly. Incomplete.
Lehman's pass is knocked down. St. Mary's will take over. 1st and 10.
So with 1:25 left in the period, St. Mary's will get the ball at their 31-yard line. We still haven't seen Kalangis back. He was running on the sideline trying to loosen up that foot. David Brown with the carry. Out to the 33 for a pickup of 2.
David Brown, the ball carrier. Gain of 2 on the play.
2nd and 8. Under a minute left in this period. Oh, behind the back. That was a mix-up in the backfield. I think Guy looked to his right to give it to Brown. Then he looked to his left. Wound up going behind his back. No gain on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 8. Guy looking to throw. In trouble, going to take off and run with it. He let it fly on the run, incomplete. And with 15 seconds left, is there a flag on the play? Did he go too far? Did he run past the line of scrimmage with that throw? Illegal pass. Well, St. Mary's are going to get penalized. They lose the down plus the yardage. They move it back to the 28. Kick is away. Bounce is picked up at the 30-yard line. They grab him from behind. He gets to midfield. That's Beechin. So Fenwick again will have it at midfield, actually at the Fenwick 49-yard line. They'll run one play. They'll run one play and we'll be in the 4th period. Wideouts right and left. They fill the backfield with Lehman. Hit in the backfield and dropped. Falaska. Back to the 43, lost 6. Well, they run the last play. So the matchup of these two big-time football teams in the Catholic Central League battling it out. The winner has an edge up on first place. The loser would need a lot of help because the winner would have to lose twice for the loser of this game to pick up first place. Still got a way to go. But these are two, surely maybe 1, 2, at least 2 of the top 3 teams in the Catholic Central League. It'll be 2nd and 16 for Fenwick from their 43-yard line. Lehman rolling, looking. He just kind of bopped it. It looked like a little pop-up. He didn't get a lot on it. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 16. Big plays all over the place. Motion to the far side. Lehman rolling that way. In trouble. Throws it back the other way. They complete it. Nowhere near a first down.
Lehman's pass complete to number 18, Mike Zaney.
The catch,
Gain of 9 on the play.
I'm going to say Will Perrello because there's no number 8. They get down to the 48.
St. Mary's, 48.
They picked up 9. They're going to go on fourth down. They need 7. Cutting across the middle, they make the catch and they make the first down. That's Beecham with a great catch again.
First down, first and 10, Fenwick. Ball for St. Mary's, 38.
At the 38, they picked up 10. He has a touchdown catch. Now he makes a big catch on fourth down. And they hold on to the football at the St. Mary's 38. Caught again. Another big first down inside the 25.
Lehman across the Beecham for a big gain and a first down. First and 10, Fenwick, ball for the St. Mary's 23.
$15 more and a first down. Lean with all kinds of time. Now in trouble. Gets away. And is going to get hit. Still battling for yards. Might have got back to the initial line of scrimmage.
Lehman on the key.
He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second down and 10.
Second and 10 from the 23. Lehman again. In and out of the hands they had. That might have been a touchdown.
Lehman's pass intended for number 18, Mike Zaney. Incomplete.
St. Mary's got a big break there. He was wide open. He hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't hold on. He might have gone in for a touchdown. Looking. Did they call it a catch? Looked like he trapped it.
Pass intended for Luke Crowley, incomplete. And moving up a fourth and 10.
They call it incomplete. So it'll be 3rd and 10. I didn't see any sign. I was waiting. He started to walk to the 21-yard line like they were going to give him 2 yards. So 3rd and 10. Three wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. They found a home breaking over the middle with the quick slant. Lehman in trouble. Picked off at the 9-yard line. David Brown. Lehman had a wide open inside the 20, and he just overthrew him right into the lap of David Brown. At the St. Mary's 14-yard line. Lehman's passed for over 200 yards, but he's also thrown 2 tough interceptions down deep in the St. Mary's end. David Brown gets to the outside, staying on his feet. They push him forward, probably for a first down. He was a step away from breaking that. They give him 10 and a first down. David well over 100 yards. We had a young classical player, Huon, ran for 278 yards and 4 touchdowns, and he had a couple of conversions as well. He had a day and a half for classical. Trying to come to the near side, looking to turn the corner. They hem him in and knock him down. That was Panius. He picked up a yard. Second down and 9. St. Mary's like to get at least a couple of first downs, run the clock down, kick it down, not kick from here. Tyler Guy has done a nice job at quarterback. David Brown trying to get to the outside. They cut him off, they stop him, and he just got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Third and 9 for the Spartans. Seeing the way Fenwick has moved the ball, you don't want to give them a short field. The way Lehman's been throwing it and running it. Third and 9. Quick out, they threw it too far ahead. Sacco was open, but they threw it too far ahead. David Brown will have to use that right foot again. Not quite to the halfway mark of this third period. 6:36 left. Fenwick, with a run back, could get very good field position. Booming kick by Brown. They call for a fair catch. They make it at the Fenwick 45-yard line. So they still have good field position at their 45. So the St. Mary's defense once again called on for a stop. You look back at that 81-yard touchdown run by Brown that was called back. Huge. St. Mary scored in their first 2 possessions, and they've been shut down since. Double wideouts to either side. Motion now to the far side. Lehman rolling that way. They dump it off. Caught for a first down. Conley with the catch at the St. Mary's 41. 14 yards and a first down. Motion coming to the near side. Rolling to the near side. They dump it off again. He couldn't handle it. They ran it to the far side. It worked. So let's run it to the near side, and it would have worked just off the fingertips. He was open. The man in motion was loose again, just off the fingertips. Double wideouts to either side. 2nd and 10. Motion again, coming to the near side. They drop the ball. They have to get rid of it quickly, and they throw it in the turf, incomplete. The snap to Lehman was low. He blocked it, had to pick it up, and then had to get rid of it quickly, and he threw it in the turf. So it'll be 3rd and 10, obviously in 4-down territory here. Motion again, coming to the near side. They run it, and they get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They give him a yard. So here's a huge play in the game. We're just past the halfway mark of this 4th period. The ball's at the 40-yard line. They need 9. They completed one big 4th-down play. Are they going to punt here? Now I would be shocked if they punt. They do kick it away. It goes into the end zone. St. Mary's will get it at the 20-yard line. I'm kind of surprised. Still 14-7 St. Mary's in this big battle in the Catholic Central League. St. Mary's will get it at their 20-yard line. They'd love to put a couple of first downs together and shrink the game. They've got 2 first downs here in this second half. One on their first possession and one on their first possession here in the 4th. Dancing, trying to get ahead. They might have got 2 yards. They give David Brown 2. Second and 8. Big hole. They get out. They run a first down. That's a big play. That's David Brown again. He picked up 12. So be coming up on 4 minutes left when they snap the ball. They got a 1st and 10 at their 34-yard line. One wide out to the far side, not going to even have a sniff at the ball. David Brown finds a hole, bangs forward to the 40 for 6 yards. Second and 4. Trying to shrink the game and keep it away from Fenwick, leading 14-7. These are two teams in the first 2 games of the season. St. Mary's scored a lot of points. They only got 12 last week. Fenwick has been scoring points by the bushel. They only have 7. Brown off the right side finds a hole. He's got a first down. Under 3 minutes when they snap the ball. Coach, you're looking at the Fenwick sideline, a little bit glum now with them and their fans. As the clock is winding down, the clock is now the enemy for Fenwick, as we're under 3 minutes. Running it straight ahead. Just strictly dealing with David Brown. We got a St. Mary's player down, but he gets up. They picked up 2. And we got a timeout. Second down and 8. They would love to pick up another first down. Hard to believe that the first 4 possessions of the game were the scores. St. Mary scored on their first 2. Fenwick scored on their second on a miraculous catch by Beechin. He picked it off the back of the shoulder pads of 2 defenders right leaning on him, right against the sideline. He stayed in bounds and was able to go the distance, completing a 75-yard pass play, and that made it 14-7. Fenwick has got close a couple of times, a couple of big interceptions, one by Romero and one by Brown, has shut them down. They haven't been able to run the ball. Lehman has passed for over 200 yards. Second and 8. Brown looking for a hole. Gets it to about midfield. Second down and 6 from midfield. Fenwick takes another timeout as we got 2:28 left. So that's the other thing. If they could break one play and get a first down, Fenwick would be almost out of timeouts. As we see Coach Driscoll, along with Coach Phelps. Wheels turning on both sides. Defense for Fenwick, offense for St. Mary's. St. Mary's leading it by 7 with 2:28 left in the game. Fenwick jumped. They crossed the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and 3. off that right side. They only needed a yard. I said 3. They needed a yard. They made the first down. He picked up 2. That is huge. Clock is running to under 2 minutes when they snap the ball. Fenwick has used a few of their timeouts. St. Mary's can run the clock out. They dropped the ball. Do you believe it? Fenwick has got a life. St. Mary's is going to run the clock out. They dropped the ball. They never had the handoff. So with 1:46 left, Fenwick has a pulse. They get the ball back. St. Mary's could have run the clock out. Now the defense is called on to make a play. And St. Mary's going to take a timeout. Can you believe that? They had the big first downs from their 20-yard line. They made 3 first downs. Fenwick virtually ran out of timeouts. And St. Mary's is going to be able to run the clock out. And they never had the handoff. They dropped it, the ball went to the ground, and Fenwick came up with it. Unbelievable. So the Fenwick fans who are sitting on their hands thinking the game is over now gets excited and they get back into it, and the fans on the St. Mary's side are saying, like, can you believe that? What did we do? So here we go. Lehman will try to lead them downfield. Almost picked. He threw that right to David Brown. There wasn't a white shirt within 10 yards of David Brown. And Lehman threw it right to him. I don't know if he thought the play was going to cut to the middle. David Brown, if that ball was 6 inches higher, he gets his second interception. The clock stopped with 1:40 left. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He has time. Incomplete again. I don't know if that was tipped. It never got downfield. 3rd and 10. I don't know if he's misreading the routes. The ball hasn't come close to a white shirt. 3rd and 10. Of course, they only need one big catch to keep the drive alive. Double wideouts to either side. St. Mary's would love a sack. Caught and out of bounds right at the first down marker. That's Beechin. Exactly 10 yards and a first down. 1:30 left. Even going out of bounds, he stopped the clock. A big break for Fenwick. Lehman in trouble and just throws it away. 1:23 left. Lehman can't afford a sack because with the clock running, if the scorebook is right, they have one timeout left. Again, double wideouts to either side. Motion coming to the near side. Lehman rolling to the near side. Lets it fly. It's caught. Conley with the catch. At the 27-yard line, they picked up 22 and a first down. And still 1:16 left on the clock. That was Conley going in motion. He was wide open for the catch. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Lehman rolling to the far side, looking. Incomplete. He had his hand on it and he got leveled. A hit and a half as he touched the football. He's walking slowly to the bench. Boy, he got zonked. .108 left. 2nd and 9. Lehman has passed for 255 yards. And he's on the short end of a 14-7 score. He needs some more yards. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. St. Mary's trying to hold on. Fenwick trying to pull it out. Lehman dropping back. They set up the screen perfectly. They go out of bounds down near the 15-yard line. Down to the 14-yard line. 13 yards and a first down. We got a minute left, and you almost knew that was going to be a screen pass because he didn't roll left, he didn't roll right, he dropped straight back, and when he dropped straight back, each time he's done that, only a couple of times, it's been a screen pass, and that worked perfectly. So they have it at the 14-yard line. We're going right down to the end. Rolling to the far side, looking. Caught for a touchdown. Beechin. $59 yards in 8 plays. They'll go for the tie. I was wondering if they would go for the tie or maybe go for 2 to win it. But Silva, an all-important kick. It's good.
53 seconds remaining in the ball game. We are tied at 14.
And we're dead even with 53 seconds left. So we're looking at a shootout, overtime. Lehman led the way. 8 plays, all of them passes. He's passed for 282 yards and 2 touchdowns. Beechin has caught them both. Silver has been perfect. Anderson has been perfect for St. Mary's. Brown has scored 2. And we're dead even, right? Exactly the way we started. Looks like it's the way we're going to end regulation. They pooched it a little bit, picked up at the 28-yard line, and they get across to the 37. Now, will St. Mary's play it safe, looking for overtime, or they look to go downfield and maybe win it? They put it at the 38. We mentioned Fenwick passing for 282. St. Mary's has run for 187. And they've done it without Kalangis. Kalangis has not played. He picked up 46 yards. And midway through the third period. And now St. Mary's jumped. It's going to cost them 5. And you would, since St. Mary's is not a really passing team, you would think that they would just run the clock and now they jump again. They're going the wrong way. First and 20. And you would think that they would just almost take a knee here and say, well, take our chances in overtime. They're looking to Coach Driscoll for a play to keep everybody in tight. They give it to Brown. Out to the 32. He picked up 4. They go quickly. They look to turn the corner. They got a first down. Panias picks up a first down. That'll stop. It won't stop the clock because the referee wound it. He got to the 41 for a pickup of 9. And we're going to overtime. St. Mary's has rushed for exactly 200 yards. So Fenwick fans, St. Mary's fans can't believe it. Fenwick scored late, going 59 yards in 8 plays on that 14-yard touchdown catch by Beechin, his second. The Fenwick fans that were sitting on their hands, St. Mary's had it They had the ball. They made a first down. They were running the clock out. They could have run the clock out. They bobbled the handoff. The ball went to the ground. Fenwick recovered at their 41-yard line, and that gave them a pulse, and he took advantage, going 59 yards in 8 plays. So St. Mary's became gracious hosts, turning the ball over with about a minute and a half, a minute and 40 seconds left, and Fenwick was able to take advantage. Fenwick has got their candlelights going on. They're excited now over there now. They were gloom and doom when St. Mary's was running the football and looked like they were going to run the clock out. And now St. Mary's turns it over, and we're going to have our first overtime game of the season in this big matchup in the Catholic Central League. The winner takes a big jump in the league. The loser, I don't want to say eliminated, but as I mentioned before, whoever wins this, the loser would have to see them lose 2 games, because even if they lost one, beating the team they're tied with would give them the championship. So both teams will have the football. Both teams will have an opportunity. We're going to go down on the left side. I'm thankful for that. And I believe each team gets 4 downs from the 10-yard line. Now, I don't know if you have to go. I know after a certain time, like if you don't score, or if you match, whatever, the first couple of times, you have to go for 2. But I'm not sure if you score that you have to go for 2 on the first touchdown. Both teams have kickers that could kick field goals if they get clogged. So let's see where we're going. Fenwick is going to have it first. So St. Mary's will be on defense. They put it at the 10. Fenwick with a host of receivers. Lehman. Coach Woods, his son was the quarterback that had a tremendous year throwing the football, and they thought that might be a little bit of a getting together and rebuilding, but Lehman has come on extremely strong. And he's only a junior. Double wideouts to either side. Here we go. The pitch, it's a forward pass because they flipped it to him. They're going to get inside the 5. So it's a pass play. That was Conley. He's been outstanding. That was a little flip forward pass. They get to the 2-yard line. They pick up 8. 2nd and goal from the 2. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. We're in overtime here at Manning Field. Lehman running straight ahead. He runs it in. So 10 yards in 2 plays. I think now you have to go for 2. They got a kicker that'll obviously kick it, but I believe you have to go for 2. So the 2-point conversion, this would be huge. Lehman has been unbelievable. He's run for almost 40 yards. He's passed for almost 300. Trying to run it in. He's not going to get there. St. Mary's piles him up. So St. Mary's has a chance. If they score and get the conversion, they could win it. But first things first, they have to score. So St. Mary's will have their shot from the 10-yard line. .351 yards of offense for Fenwick, 290 passing. 61 rushing, and Lehman's got about 40 of that. He's been unbelievable. And to think he's only a junior. Conley's only a junior as well. Nichols is a junior. Silver, the kicker, is a sophomore. They're building a wagon at Fenwick. Little misdirection. They run it down to about the 6. That's David Brown. Second and goal from the 6. Misdirection. I think that was Kalanzis. They put it at the 5. Third and goal from the 5. They got to get it in. Three wideouts to the far side. They run it to the near side. David Brown runs it in. They had everybody to the right side. They ran into the left side. St. Mary's can win it with a 2-point conversion. If not, we're going to go to our second overtime. Dead even at 20. Now all the people on the Fenwick side are holding their breath one way. St. Mary's fans are holding their breath the other way. I'm looking at a plane flying directly over the field. We don't usually get them. They fly over the baseball field. This is coming right over the football field, right up above us. Looks more like a helicopter. So St. Mary's can win it. They need this conversion. If you're Fenwick, you have 11 guys tackle David Brown. Wideouts right and left. They run straight ahead. He didn't get in. He came up short. And we'll do it again. He got to the 1. Maybe inside the 1. They ran straight ahead. And they just came up short. David Brown's got to be exhausted. So Fenwick breathes a sigh of relief. St. Mary's fans sitting back down after they get all excited with a chance to win. Now we do it all over again. I think St. Mary's has it first time offensively this time. Last time we had 2 overtimes was Thanksgiving, English and Classical last year. David Brown is gingerly walking to the huddle. He's limping a little bit. He's going back out. He was favoring that left foot. And he still is. And you know he's going to get the ball. They give it to Panius off the right side. They trip him up. They put it at the 9. Now the difference is if St. Mary's doesn't score, Fenwick has a kicker. They could kick a field goal if they get close. Looking to throw. They throw it up in the end zone. Incomplete, knocked away. I think they were looking for Romero. So a huge play for St. Mary's here from the 9-yard line in second overtime. It's going to be a horrible loss, whoever it is. They keep not going anywhere. They put it at the 8. They gave him a yard. Fourth down, St. Mary's will have to think about it. They may want to have Michael Anderson attempt a field goal here and then try to shut Fenwick down. Tall order to get in from here 8 yards away because they don't normally throw the ball. They throw it sparingly, but it's not one of their fortes, not one of their strong suits. I'm sure they're discussing it now in the St. Mary's huddle. If Michael Anderson could kick a field goal, they'd put the pressure on the defense to shut Fenwick down. I think they're going. They need 8 yards. This is huge. This is really huge. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Dropping back, looking to throw, in trouble. Rolling, still looking. They dump it in the end zone. Picked off. And now Fenwick with a chance to win it. And they can win it with a field goal. St. Mary's had 15 first downs, 212 yards rushing, 71 yards passing. And the defense has to come up huge or they're going to lose the game. Double overtime. Fenwick came from behind late, 59 yards in 8 plays after St. Mary's could have put it away. They fumbled the ball away when they could have run the clock out, and Fenwick took advantage, 59 yards in 8 plays. They tied it up. St. Mary's had a chance to win it. They couldn't get the 2-point conversion. We go into double overtime. St. Mary's doesn't score. They go power I, Fenwick. They run it straight ahead, down to about the 6, and that's Beechin. Second and 6. They go back to the power I. They run it straight ahead again. They get a lot of help from their friends. They get down to about the 2. Third and goal from the 2. Huge play here for the St. Mary's defense. They stay in that power I. Looked like Fenwick jumped. Fenwick jumped. Going to move it back to the 7. Back to the 7-yard line. So they may have to throw it from here on third down. But again, they have a kicker. They stay in the power I. Little misdirection. And he runs it in. They had him in the backfield. Anthony Nichols. So they go 10 yards in 3 plays. Fenwick is going to stay undefeated 4-0. A bitter pill for St. Mary's to swallow. They dropped to 3-1. They had the game. They had the ball. They made a first down. Fenwick only had 1 timeout left. St. Mary's could run the clock out. They fumbled the snap. Fenwick recovered, went 59 yards in 8 plays, all in the air. The touchdown pass to Beechin, his second catch, and then the kick by Silva tied it. We go into overtime. Fenwick scored, didn't get the 2-point conversion. St. Mary's scored, had a chance to win it, didn't get the 2-point conversion, came up a half a yard shy. St. Mary's gets shut down in the second overtime. Fenwick on third down from the 7, and it's Nichols running it in from the 7-yard line. Lehman was unbelievable, passing for 290 yards, 2 touchdowns. He ran for over 40. Beechin caught 2 touchdown passes, and he catches the pass in overtime. Runs in for a touchdown. So he scores all 3. Fenwick wins it 26-20. David Brown was immense, running for 166 yards, and it really hurt St. Mary's. Kalangis had 46 yards on about 4 or 5 carries, 6 carries in that first period, and midway or a little later in the first period, he went down and never came back, and that really cost them. It hurt them offensively. But again, they had the ball. They had a chance to run it out the clock. They fumbled it. Fenwick took advantage, and Lehman, who had an unbelievable game, passing for 290, running for 40, accounting for over 300 yards. Fenwick went 366 yards of offense. St. Mary's went 283, 15 first downs. Fenwick had 19 first downs. Fenwick didn't run the ball much, but they ran it on that last play, and they run it in from the 7 by Beechin, and that wins the game 26-20. Fenwick will go to 4-0. St. Mary's will drop to 3-1. As I said, a bitter pill for St. Mary's to swallow. David Brown with 166 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, and it just wasn't enough as Fenwick wins it in double overtime, and they get a big jump up in the Catholic Central League in the standings as they stay undefeated, and St. Mary's loses for the first time. So 26-20, double overtime, Fenwick over St. Mary's. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.
Very tough loss. His legs are killing me.